Okay, if I can go ahead and have Nemo request the box whenever he's ready. But personally, my family, the way we did birthdays, I have, with my kids and myself, okay, how my family celebrated was just anything from like backyard barbecues to the full-on family. We did, beach parties, we did the Chuck E. Cheese parties, the miniature golf place parties, all kinds of different things, just the parties at the house with the school friends. And like we did sleepovers were a big thing with girls in the 90s. We don't do that now. That's what we do as adults now, yes. And then with my kids, it's kind of the same deal with my kids. We'd have the home birthday party where the kids would come from school, but granted they're 20 and 21 now. Or we would have the parties at whichever amusement place it was, or we'd travel. We've traveled for some birthdays too. Going and traveling for a birthday, as an adult, can be a pretty cool way to travel. I feel you. I am totally about those foodie vibes. But I'm going to go ahead and start to share some of the stories with you guys. Okay. Australia, what they do in Australia, they have outdoor barbecues. They celebrate with balloons, cake, and candles. They have something called fairy bread, which is like a white bread they butter, put sprinkles, and cut it into pizza triangles. And they call the sprinkles hundreds and thousands. Yeah. Oh, and then like this is probably one that most of us are familiar with. Mexico, it's called a fiesta. Fiesta means party. Yes, that's what they do in Australia. And then you have food, treats, and songs. You have a piñata. I think even as Americans, some of us have had piñatas at our birthdays. And you're blindfolded. You have the stick or the bat, and you try and like hit it to bust out the candy. Yeah, most of the party stores sell all the piñatas here. But the big deal in Mexican culture, quinceañeras, when you turn 15, this is your celebration into womanhood. I did have a couple friends in high school that they had quinceañeras. I never got a chance to go, but I know that I think it was Jenny that was telling me that actually like they can spend like $10,000 or $20,000. They can be really elaborate like that, like a prom pretty much. I wish I would have had a chance to go to one. Same. All right. We're going to talk about Brazil. Okay. The birthdays for the boy or girl, their tradition there, they tug on one ear for a 1-year-old when you're one. They say that they want your ears to touch the ground, that you'll live very long. And they have a big birthday feast with truffles. And I'm going to try, I can't pronounce Spanish correctly because I'm a gringo. Okay. Brigadeiros is what is the word. Okay. All right. All right, and then in India, we have a birthday shrine. The parents do blessings, food and desserts and dancing. You parents do blessings. There's food and desserts and dancing in India. Clothes and accessories, and they give the new bracelets that you can wear to school the next day. Yeah. Okay. All right, and we did my opinion on those different ones. I really like Brazil in relation to the truffles. I really like that idea. India, the idea of getting some new bracelets to wear to school. I like that. I can vibe with that. Okay, Mexico. One day maybe I'll get to go to a quinceañera, but I think we're all about a good party in whatever form it is. And then Australia, everybody loves a good outdoor barbecue. And this fairy bread, maybe I try some bread with butter and sprinkles. Right, yeah. Okay, and then for Denmark, their traditions, they tiptoe into a room with the parents and the family. They have this thing called a cake man or cake lady, where apparently you bite the head off it and eat it first. Yeah. Wait, no, I see. No, I see him. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm running off another phone because my internet just died. I've got no internet at home. Welcome, McDonald's Wi-Fi. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
We're good. We're good. Okay. And then China, what they do with 1 year olds is they give them pens and coins in a flower book. And what they do is the baby grabs at the first thing that they're prone to see what they might like want to do later in life. And they also give the parents like a red money envelope. So what are your thoughts on these? I can go back over them because it was a few.
Are you talking to me? Sorry.
Yes.
Guys, welcome to the show. I've missed the last 2 minutes. It kicked me out, and I thought I can't come back in, and then I've realised I don't have Wi-Fi. So could you please repeat the question just generously?
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. In Denmark, what the tradition is that they have the Danish flag outside of the children's house. They tiptoe into the room, the parents and the family. They have a cake man or cake lady on their cakes, and you bite the head off the cake lady or cake man. That's the tradition. What are your thoughts on that?
I love cake. So if there's cake involved, I'm in.
He's like, I'm down. I'll eat the head of
Guys, if there's cake involved, you can't go wrong. By the way, guys, it's Tani's second birthday. If you'd like to, guys, wish her a very quick birthday on her amazing. Anyway, sorry.
No worries, no worries. And then in China, they wait till they're 1 year old. They give them pins, flowers, the books. The baby grabs the first item they're drawn to, and that's supposed to decide what they may do in life. And the parents get a red envelope full of money. As a parent, I'm down for the whole getting the envelope of money. I'm down for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, imagine if your uncles, mums and dads, and your cousins and everyone, what if they didn't have very intricate things to put in the thing that what if you pick a rubber or a pencil?
Right, yeah. Okay. All right, in India, they have a birthday shrine where the parents do blessings. They have food and desserts and dancing, and then clothes and accessories. And they give, I guess they do this with boys and girls. They wear bracelets to school the next day.
Makes sense. Almost like coming of age of a certain time when you have something, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do we have in the Western world, do we have anything? I mean, Western world, I mean, English speaking countries. Do we have anything that we can say apart from blowing candles on a cake and getting a card? Do we do anything, like eating cake heads?
The only thing that I could say we borrow in America, that we borrow from another culture, would be Mexico's, because of the fact that in America we do have our parties where we'll use the piñatas that we'll order, and we'll do the piñatas at the American birthday parties, and that's a part of Mexican culture. So, but yeah, Mexico, it's the fiesta, food, treats, and songs, the piñata. They make you do pin the tail on a donkey here. I never liked that because I was always the kid that had no coordination, that would like go stick it on the wall or stick somebody else.
There goes Tawny again.
See, Kern, you know what I'm talking about. You'd get disoriented and you just wind up anywhere. I don't know why that's a good idea to do pin the tail on the donkey. Okay. But then the big thing with in Mexican culture, birthdays, quinceañeras, like, when you're 15, the big party you have to celebrate womanhood. It's kind of like a prom. And Jenny was telling me actually that they can run from like $10,000 or $20,000, that they get really elaborate. The parents go, I didn't realize they went that elaborate.
Guys, that's a deposit on the house plus investment in the business. That's wedding money. That's crazy. At what age is that? That's crazy.
15.
15. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like teenager going from kind of a child to being a teenager, kind of like almost like our prom, I would say, right? Kind of.
Right. I know here that we do the Sweet 16s, but See, I went to school with like middle class and rich kids where I went to school. So basically, Sweet 16s were pretty much like what you see on the TV show. It was a status symbol for you to be like, okay, my family has money. Let's see what car they get me. So we should have kept the tradition, yes, but it was more about, I got money. Look at what car I can buy my kid. So they really didn't stick with the tradition per se in the United States. Maybe some still do, but that wasn't what I experienced growing up. Maybe because of the kind of school I went to. So,
may I just say that so far, I'd like to have a Mexican birthday. Cinco de Mayo, let me hit some piñatas. And you get rewarded for it. Swinging a bat. Guys, I mean, if that's not one way to release energy and then get into those chocolate bars, I mean, I'd like to be Mexican, please.
And I can happily say that I never hit anybody with a bat with, involving as a child with a piñata. So thankfully never did that one. So.
Guys, do not dress as piñatas. Tawny cannot, careful.
Okay, and then the other one was Australia. They have outdoor barbecues. They celebrate with balloon cakes and candles. They have this stuff called fairy bread. It's white bread. They put a butter glaze on and sprinkles, and they call it hundreds and thousands in little pizza triangles. Do you think you'd try that? Be kind of interesting.
Dare I say, I pretty much do that every other Tuesday. It's almost like, when you get coffee, you get a little chocolate brownie or little cake, and I'm all for it. Seems cool.
Okay, you should see my thought of of traveling to Europe has been so clouded probably by movies and TV shows that I think I'm going to go to a cafe. I'm going to have a croissant and a coffee, and that's my view of what you're going to go do when you travel in Europe. So.
To be honest, what you end up seeing in most countries in Europe is the fact that a lot of people would sit outside the coffee shop with one tiny espresso and about 15 cigarettes, chain smokers galore. So sometimes it's not as glamorous. They'll just sit there for ages.
Okay, but Nemo, what was your growing up, what was your personal experience with what your family and your culture did for birthdays?
I don't remember. For those of you that don't know, I'm a little bit Polish. I'm fully Polish. I don't remember per se. First 10 years of my life, I was pretty much in Poland, and then I moved to London. So the very first 10 years of your birthdays, you remember probably 2 or 3. So I can't really say that there was anything particular, apart from a bit like you've had that 15th birthday party where it's elaborate, extravagant. So I remember on my 10th birthday, I had like a 2-tier cake, and it was a banana cake, and it was very pompous in a way. And I don't know whether they did that or whether it was just because it was a 10th birthday, but I can't really say that Polish people do something strange or peculiar. You still get your cards, you still get your presents, but I don't think they do anything specific, unfortunately.
And then as far as England, what do the Englanders do to turn up for?
Oh, easy. All we get absolutely obliterated. Easy. I mean, you have to ask.
I didn't want to just assume. I know I feel like you and Smurfy when you're live. I didn't want to just assume,
It's part of our culture, guys. I'm just saying it's not right for everyone, but it's for some reasons it's instilled in us. I mean, guys, some of you are British in the comments. Do we have anything that other countries don't do for their birthdays? I don't think we do. I think we're pretty similar, like I say, in English-speaking countries. I think we are very similar. I don't think we do anything. We do a sweet 16, and we do the 11, 12, and then 13 is your teenage year. So you may have a slightly bigger party, but it's not like, like MTV Cribs, your sweet 16 birthday where Snoop Dogg comes in and performs in your living room next to your nan. Just like, I don't think English is like that. It's just, a card, a happy birthday, and then, where's the celebrations? That's why when some of you guys visit our lovely British people when we stream, we like to toast and cheers. It's like a hello, how are you? It's just like, what are we toasting to?
Yeah, this
So
is why we have Friday drinks with Nemo. Makes sense now. Okay, then we also have Egypt. The family and friends have a birthday party called a hafla. There's swinging and dancing, like swinging on a swing, not the other kind of swinging. Okay, elaborate decorations. Sorry. No, but they don't do birthday cards though, and they celebrate with a cake.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind
Interesting how there's no cards, but there is cake.
Yeah.
Like it's, hey, where's the cake? I got your card. I don't care. Where's my caterpillar cake?
Right. All right, you guys, the other one, Into It. It's a culture up in Canada. It's what they do for the 12th birthday is they take the boys and girls to hunt and acclimate to the harsh weather. There's a shaman that communicates with the children, and they also get to learn about, animals and humans and the connection, kind of like a, circle of life,
Wait. Guys, welcome to the show. Just in case you don't know what's going on, we are the pretty little girls, or something like that. And happy birthday to all of you in all the countries in the world. I just want to tell you guys that what is going on here? What are they doing at 12? Where are they going? Do they just let them out in the woods?
Parents go out with them. Yeah.
Is it like survival of the fittest?
It kind of, when I was reading it, I was like, this kind of sounds like an episode of like Survivor for 12-year-olds. Like, what's happening, So.
A what, Curvy? I definitely did not hear that.
No, shaman, like I know what a shaman is exactly. I can't place it in my head, but no, I know what a shaman is. But for those who
Also
are just
known
joining
as
us,
black magic.
yes, true. But don't mess with the voodoo. Okay, remember that.
And the voodoo, it's all very popular in Florida and Miami. It's still very much so a small minority who really truly believe in that stuff. And there is some interesting things in it because they use anyway. It's not their birthday, okay? We're not going to talk about it.
For this week, you guys, this is birthday celebrations around the world. I am Miss Tawny. This is just a little girl talk every Tuesday, 8 Eastern. My 41st birthday is on Friday, so we are having birthday week in full effect. I'm going to go ahead and have Blake request the box, and we are going to discuss Blake's traditions.
Suddenly, I feel almost none of my birthdays will ever equate to amazing birthdays that Blake will have. Just saying.
Okay, if you ever need somebody to throw you a party, hands down, 1,000% hire Blake.
Right?
Yo.
Okay. So, okay, growing up, like we know that you're Jewish, and what were your family's traditions growing up? Like, we know about a bar mitzvah, but I know vaguely what it is, but not fully.
Yeah, let me just quickly say this. That is public with risk to myself, and I am okay with it. Just so you guys know, me putting out that I'm Jewish does come with me accepting that there is risk to that. And there's going to be trolls that come into my stream and give me stuff for that. And there's going to be people in the community that really attack for it. And I just want you to know that me being out there, I hope, I can be a shining light on, just being true to myself and understanding that comes with sacrifice. I just wanted to put that out there, that it is not a light thing, especially on an app like this, to be out there and say, I'm a Jewish man. Because especially in the climate we live in now and everything like that. So I just wanted to say, I don't take that lightly. And I do, but I am out there with it, and willing to stand up to all the, all that comes with it and everything like that. Yeah. So, but on top of that, on a more fun side, what were you saying about what am I going through?
About how your birthdays were with your family growing up, and like a bar mitzvah and your with your family.
So for those who don't know, a bar mitzvah is that's really like the only time in the Jewish tradition you like really celebrate a birthday. There's no, that's kind of like that's the big celebration. So it kind of is a celebration of you turning from a boy to a man. So it's when you're 13 years old, which is a young age to say that, but I dig it. And so we had a big party. So really a cool party. You pick a theme for your party. So I did, sports. Some people do like a casino theme, and there's a casino, and you do a little bit of, I read out of the Torah, which is like the scroll with ancient text. So you in front of your family and friends, you like read out of the Torah. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not know what the heck I was reading. Really, you're supposed to like study ahead of time and like really know the text and like be able to read Hebrew, and I was not that good. So I was kind of up on stage in front of like 100 people, kind of like making words up, and the rabbi gave me I'm like, Barahu and Anonoina, Madepta, Maketa. And the rabbi's like, he's like looking at me like, I'm like making it up. But I know the like cadence of it. So I'm saying it, but I definitely got a look from the rabbi like halfway through of like, and he looked at me after, he's like, you didn't learn any of that, did you? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, that's fine. But yeah, so there is tradition of you reading a text that correlates with your birthday. So it is based on, some of that. And then afterwards, it's just like a huge party. So music, dancing, and just like a celebration of you becoming a man is really the thing.
Can I ask?
Please.
Because television never told us properly, are you allowed to drink at your own bar mitzvah or not? Because it seems to be always the craziest stories. Or is it for the, hey, we don't know, there could be, hey, this is the time, the only time you could. So
yeah, good question. I've heard of people doing that. I didn't, although every one of my parents and friends got wasted. And I know when I have my own kids and they have their own celebration, you maybe have like a little bit of wine, but not really. But for the parents, it's like time to like get boogieing. It's really for the parents, just a reason for them to celebrate.
It's just another excuse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what you heard the traditions around the world of the other countries. What did you think about the other countries? Any of them? Like most of us in the United States, we're really familiar with like quinceañeras and Mexican culture, piñatas, all that. But what did you think about the other countries and how they celebrate?
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like I kind of like, maybe we should create our own Meet Me app birthday celebration. Like, I just feel like that's like a really cool thing and traditional thing. And I'm familiar, of course, with the, piñata and kind of the ones that we all are. But yeah, I think tradition's beautiful, and it's so cool to have some structure to what you're celebrating.
All right, and Vampy is going to go ahead and share a couple of countries with us as well.
Ooh, go Vampy.
Okay. So the first one I'm going to tap into is Japan's. I found some more stuff about Japan. So the first birthday tradition in Japan is the child's first birthday. So on their first birthday, they carry or step on a rice cake called ishu mochi, weighing in about 4 pounds. The following reaction from children carrying the weight is considered to be good luck. Then the second tradition is Shichi Gosan, literally represents 753. So this is where birthdays where parents take 7-year-old girls, 5-year-old boys, and 3-year-old children of both sexes to a shrine. They also have a traditional Japanese birthday gift of Chito's Ame, 1,000-year thousand-year candy. Boys and girls typically wear the traditional dress of Japanese culture. Dawn on November 15th and auspicious day. This tradition is for children's health and growth.
Hmm.
So this is from Japan. Let me see the second one. And then the second one is from Nepal. I think I said it wrong.
Who's Pat?
Oh, well, I think you're good.
Children's birthdays are a little more low key than those in the cultures, but one tradition is fun. If a little messy, it's considered good luck for a birthday girl or boy to have a brightly colored rice yogurt smeared on their forehead for their birthday celebration. They may be cake, there may be gifts, but they're also almost always yogurt, colorful, delicious, sticky yogurt. So for their birthday, they literally have smeared yogurt on their foreheads.
Meet me tradition. I propose. You get my vote.
Okay. He's like, I'm down. He's like, I'm gonna wait till I wait, does that mean so if you go and meet Nemo, does that mean when if any of us meet him, he's gonna get yogurt and like put it on our face? Is that what he's saying? What?
Whoa, Nemo, that's naughty.
I didn't even say anything.
Oh, I don't know. That's real naughty.
That's wrong.
Please don't put yogurt on our faces. Okay, but
I'll
Vampy,
pass
what are
it.
your thoughts?
Huh?
What I was suggesting, just to clarify the issue, apologies, Vampy, just in case there is a confusion here, guys. I can't stop smiling. Blake, keep it professional. Vampy, ice front.
Okay.
I was just merely suggesting what Vampy was saying, as in the traditions of what they do for their birthday. I was saying that perhaps maybe we should adopt some of them as a meet me tradition. So automatically, when it's someone's birthday, we know that Vampy is just, candy.
Can you say that we need this crew together like a little more often? I'm loving this. Okay. This is vibes, you guys. Okay, my thoughts on this. I could understand the yogurt. I'd be down for that. If you think about it, yogurt, just like you do it, you wash it off your face, no big deal. As far as the one in Japan, does seem a little, interesting. It's always interesting to learn about other cultures, but it's everyone else's thoughts.
You want to go next?
I'd still like to have a Mexican birthday. Just saying.
Same.
I mean, maybe the yogurt maybe a little bit too much, but if it was like if I was like part of that tradition or whatever, then yeah, maybe I'll do it. The Japan one, the little rice cakes is I think I can see a little kid holding a little rice cake and just smashing it. So that sounds adorable. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay, and Blake, what do you have events-wise coming up?
Oh, just in general events?
Like app events.
Oh, okay. So let's see. I don't know if I have too much app events coming up. And I am throwing a real life party May 6th in Dallas, Texas. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna have live music, art. Making tons of like cool drinks, so that will be a vibe. That will be May 6th. We go to Austin this weekend for Tawny's birthday, so that's lit. I've never been to Austin, so we got a beautiful crew of people, so that will be really fun. Outside of that, not too many app events, but I like blending the real world and app world, and look forward to seeing everyone a playlist, and even maybe meeting up with Nemo in Europe sometime. So
just imagine. All right, Vampy, what app events do you have coming up?
I have a Disney battle May 20th with that Beer Raider, where we sing our favorite Disney songs in the battle style. Also, my birthday's coming up May the 5th, but the night before May 5th, May the 4th, I'm hosting a birthday party from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be turning 25. Just thinking about, I was on this app when I was 18 years old, by the way. Yeah, a long time. But other than that, yeah, that's about it.
You've grown so much. I don't recognize you. Hello?
Nemo, what app events do you have coming up?
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what can I can't say anything apart from Friday is the birthday twin celebrations. Something is happening on Saturday, and I still have my featured unfeatured show every single Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Finding Ambition. Well, guys, try and find me first. So even though we're not featured, I'm still claiming it. So by all means, come down, use my platform, say what you'd like to say, something motivational, and plug yourself. Featured unfeatured.
I do have, I have the show, just Little Girl Talk 8 each Tuesday. I have the tinfoil hat challenge with Kitty. I love getting into all these artistic events because I can pretend I'm artistic, at least for the confines of the contest. And it's tinfoil. Like, I can't possibly do that much damage with a tinfoil hat. I should be able to figure that one out.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do one.
For those of you that were not here, Tawny does seem to sometimes have issues with coconuts. Just saying. So I'm just saying the tinfoil hat could also, guys, if I'm wrong, don't worry, I'll wait. I'm just.
Blake, you didn't get to see this part. For my hula outfit, before the auction, the coconuts broke, so I kept trying to separate them, and they kept coming back into a necklace and all this.
In the end, guys, let me just say this. In the end, it was what's singular for coconut? Cocoa. You just won. It's just
okay.
It just ended up like a medallion. I was like,
yeah.
I've never known anyone to break a coconut into a medallion. It was beautiful, Tani. So I'm excited to see what kind of hat concoction.
And then we have the May the 4th. I'll be dressing up like a Star Wars character. It's Smurfy's auction. Me and Nemo are in this one.
I forgot. Sorry. It's so far away. I'm too excited about Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I agree.
And then good listener asked me to do her May auction. So her May auction is at the end of May. So I will be doing that one as well. As far as any upcoming shows, I would like to eventually be on Dealing with Scam when he has an opening. And I think that was fun. I saw Blake and Chris on that. I think that'd be fun. I just had to find a partner to come join me in the chaos of competing.
Beth.
We are trying to get Beth onto shows. There you go. And then I'm just thinking, rate the date. I think that I may finally be convinced to just do it for fun.
Ooh, you want to be the bachelorette or a contestant?
Well, that's the thing. I'd prefer to just do it as a bachelorette, but I have to do it as a contestant because, well, what if it's the bachelors and I don't like the bachelor? I have to pretend that I like them just to be on the show. I'm sorry for the honesty, but
well, I'm
like Nemo. Are you going to be the bachelors instead? So it could actually be somebody I
already
like.
did the bachelor. I already did the show.
I did it too. Blake,
Yeah.
high five. We cannot be used again.
Yeah, I was a bachelor. I can't be now I can't do it again.
I've been a contestant.
Okay, so they
We
can
already
come back
found
and
love.
be the bachelors then.
Come.
Wait a minute, they can come back and be the bachelors then. Like for a lady. They're like, no, you're not convincing me of this.
Wait, what?
I tried. Okay. All right. We do have the other two countries. I know Kraken had an event. She was supposed to share the final two stories. So let me figure out what those last two were.
Okay.
I know I did reach out to her about what those last two were. I think it was the Netherlands.
Kraken.
Okay. Wait, there she is.
There she
Okay.
is.
Kraken's here.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you
Kraken,
talking
go ahead
about?
and request
Guys,
the
I don't
okay.
understand. This is a beautiful, perfect show. Everyone's on time.
Okay. You see, the name. I forgot about the name. That's why I made a point to not be crabby for the confines of the show. But I will, before his show, I'll make sure I change it, and then I'll go go back to me after his show tomorrow. Okay. Go ahead, Bambi. I'm going to have you exit the box so that Kraken can join.
You need Nemo and I?
If you guys need to go, then thank you.
Nemo, what do you think?
I'll just like, this is the only chance I'll be able to say that I've been stuck between two beautiful women, Tawny and Kraken. It's the only time. It's a beautiful sandwich. So I'd like to stay for a
Kraken,
few
your hair
minutes.
looks nice.
You look pretty.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Kraken, go ahead and introduce yourself for those who don't know you.
Wait, there's people that don't know who I am? What? Hey, y'all, I am Kraken Whips, a.k.a. Batty M's Whip till Friday. Although I think I'll always be Batty M's Whip. Anywho, yeah, I'm here in the car. Sorry, y'all, but at least I'm here with you guys. So, yeah.
All right. When do you stream, and do you have any upcoming events going on?
I stream nightly at about in between 9 and 10 o'clock Eastern. We do a lot of Kraken After Dark. We've been doing that a lot here lately. Freaky Friday. We do a lot of craziness. You never know what's going to happen. In my stream, I have another auction coming up Friday night. And then after that, I think I'm uneventful for a little bit.
No such thing.
Okay, some of the other traditions that I don't know if you pulled up the whole story, the whole list of the 12, but some of the other ones, like there was Australia with the fairy bread, with the butter, with the sprinkles. You had Mexico, obviously. A lot of us in the U.S. are familiar with that one, you know, piñatas and quinceañeras. Blake was talking about bar mitzvahs. Nemo was talking about what, you know, growing up Polish and in England, but it sounds like they pretty much celebrate a lot of similar to what we do. He makes it sound like it's just an excuse in England to drink. But in all fairness, it's an excuse to drink here too, you know, so.
I mean, you can. I mean, I'm half Hispanic, so I'm actually planning my daughter's quinceañera coming up in August. So y'all are going to see me like stressing out, my gray hair and all that in the next couple of months. So yeah, just get ready for it.
Yeah, that's what Jenny was telling me, that they can, like, it's like a prom pretty much, and they can run like, you know, $10,000 or $20,000. They can get pretty elaborate. So
her dress that she picked out's $14,000. So I'm like, we're not planning a wedding. We're not planning a wedding. Like,
you don't get a wedding. You're gonna go to a chapel.
We're doing the homecoming budget. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's a Disney trip for a whole family.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of the other, I forget which country it was, but there was a country, I think it was Denmark in particular, that they have a cake where they bite the heads off as part of the tradition. So there is some interesting traditions in the other countries. There was another country that did like pranks or something, but.
Well, you know, you want to get into some of these countries because do you know what they do in Jamaica? So I have Jamaica and the Netherlands. Jamaica all day long, you get thrown flour on you during the day. So can you imagine going through the day at school or at work? Somebody's like, happy birthday, poof, and you're in all of this white powder? Like, seriously? It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Yes, they do it.
I like this idea.
It says here it started out as a prank. Started out as a prank, and then it became a tradition. So, yeah, when y'all see me in November, the first person to throw flour on me is going to get it. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I promise when I see you next Friday, I will not throw flour on you. I think Blake is too nice. He will not commit to throwing flour on you. I'm sure Matthew, Julie, and I can throw flour on you. Like, we're good.
Well, we need to keep it PG with the flour too. So, you know, maybe on Kraken After Dark, we'll talk about some other things that you can do with flour, but we're not going to do that here.
Okay, but Nemo and Blake, what's your opinions on throwing flour on people for a birthday?
I think it's fun. It sounds like, you know, there could be a disagreement. So I'm wondering if there's been an uptick in fights after this implementation, but I don't know. It sounds like something kind of silly.
Two things for me. One, chucking flour reminds me of the color festival where people chuck powdered colors up,
Holly?
but they throw it up, whereas they throw it at you. So a big difference, you know. But on the other hand, to keep it positive, imagine if you had your mouth open, if enough ingredients came your way, you can make a cake. Throw me an egg.
I'm all about the cake.
Okay, and then
Nemo,
the
we
other
should try that out.
Yeah.
We should try
Let's
that out.
definitely not do that. It's
Yeah.
So then the other country is the Netherlands, and I actually did some practice on this today, y'all, so I don't want to hear any crap about me slaughtering this, but they usually have a birthday party, and they get the phrase, now I gotta make sure I get this, oh my gosh, Hefe Feliciterd. Hefe Feliciterd, which means congratulations, and then they get all sorts of cheek kisses. And then after they have meal and a cake, they sing the traditional happy birthday, and they do a whole lot of hurrah. So no flower throwing there, you know, just a whole lot of, you know, congratulations and happy birthday there. Pretty easy, pretty simple.
That sounds pretty peaceful, pretty safe, yeah.
Kirby's here for the kisses. There you go, girl.
The one I particularly liked though was like the Brazilian one. You like, they have the meal and they get to eat truffles. Like, we have a meal and we get to eat like nice chocolate. Like, I'm all for that. Apparently I need to go to Brazil and have birthday parties with people. So
are we having truffles this weekend then, Tawny?
we can.
I got you.
I'm down.
All right, but thoughts on Brazil or the Netherlands, wrong place, on that story?
no,
Wow, we're just not excited about that one.
not very.
that
You
wasn't-
think there will be something a bit more. However, the exciting thing in here is, guys, two things. One, the way Blake is standing looks like he's got a flower pattern in his hair. Like, you know, it's just a very nice. Perfect. And the other thing, I thought Brazilians would celebrate it somehow differently.
Yeah, because they do like.
I'd
carnival.
expect a bit more excitement or something like, for example, like Mexico, piñata, you know, excitement. There's a resolve.
Party.
Netherlands, okay, you know, it's always cold, not that much sun. I understand. It's okay. I'm not gonna get too excited about your birth, so I understand the Netherlands. But Brazil, slightly disappointed.
But I do have a question for everybody. Okay, do you remember your worst birthday experience and your best birthday experience? If it's
Jeez.
non-PG, just try to make it PG. My worst one was my 25th birthday. I had gone out with the guy that I was dating at the time, and I had gotten like wasted. And it was like this club. There was like stairs, these steep stairs going in and out of it. Let's just say I was not that graceful, and thankfully didn't like injure myself. Fell down the stairs. Thankfully there was a platform. That's probably what stopped me, but that was probably the worst one because, like I said, yes, I didn't get injured, but it was more embarrassing. And I'm trying to remember, like I really hope I didn't like flash anybody because of what I was wearing, but I may have. So I don't know why this ends up being a tradition with me sometimes, but no. Okay, and then the best one I'd probably say was, ironically, despite how my marriage ended, one of my best birthdays was my 21st with my kid's father, but it was just simple. It was my family and it was my kids when they were little, and we just went and, you know, we went out and we had, you know, just a family party. And then we, for some reason, decided to binge Sex in the City for my birthday, but that was one of the better ones. With everybody else's, I'm curious to hear these stories.
I'll
Blake,
go.
was it like table dancing?
I just find Blake hugely attractive right now. That flower on the side is just
What
making me
the
feel.
heck? This has been there since the start of my streaming life.
Yeah, that's his
Perfect.
BP, yeah. Okay.
Crack.
Well,
Anyone wants to share those bad stories?
How about I will go first since you guys definitely have some skeletons in your closet. So I'll just. I'm not willing to share any bad stories
Okay.
because It's a featured show. But one of my best birthdays, I'm happily to announce, I celebrated my 21st birthday at university in my first year or going on second year. I can't really remember, but in those years, you kind of hang around with lots of people, right? You have lots of friends, like lots of Blakes, lots of Tawnies, lots of Krakens, and we're all cracking. It's great. We've managed to get 21 people wearing white t-shirts, and they all said Nemo's Angels, and every person had their phone number on the back to see who got the most text messages. Bearing in mind, this is back in 20 years ago. So text messages, you had to pay for a text message. You had to pay. So I had the best fun because everyone kind of took it lightly. Before then, the next day, half of us had to change phone numbers because kebab shop people and taxi drivers were texting us. So great night. I never thought I could bring just, hey guys, do you just would you want to wear matching stuff and do you want to wear my name? Yeah, sure. And just like that, I think we'll all wear white trainers, blue jeans, and it just said Nemo's Angels and with the phone number in the back. It was great.
Yeah, that's dope.
Kraken, Blake, your stories. You can share the nice ones. You had to share the bad ones.
Kraken?
I had a really bad one. When I was 16, nobody showed up to my birthday party.
What?
What?
Showing up?
That's before I was a cool kid. But, you know, so last year I turned 31, and everybody showed up at the club, and I got, you know, everybody that was in the band was on the stage, drawing attention to me, and I got drinks bought for me, and had to wear a little crown, and had to wear a little light up thing, and it was so much fun. I think I slept for 2 days after that.
That is kind of the thing that you have to do with the kids now, where you have to invite all the kids in the class, whether or not you actually like the kids, so everybody's included. I don't full on agree with that. They should be able to invite their friends and not have to invite the kids they don't like just to include everybody. That's my, you know, the parental view on it, because I remember having to invite all the kids, and like, I remember a lot of parties where, yeah, people wouldn't show up. So it's like, why are you making the effort when they don't show up? And then your kid's like upset because they don't show up. So, okay, what's Blake's story?
Let's see. So 25, it's great. 25 is such an impactful year for both of us. That was the last year the original Four Loko recipe was allowed. So I'm not sure if anyone had it. It's like a caffeinated and alcoholic. They banned it pretty quickly afterwards. Nemo, did you ever have it?
It sounds dangerous already. Caffeine
So
and
dangerous.
alcohol, it sounds...
Yes. In extremely high dosage too, like a big dosing of caffeine. And so yeah, I got it was a Hummer limo party, so that was really cool. But yeah, I had two big, you know, tall cans, drank in 30 minutes, and I generally blacked out, which I never black out in my life, but this, like, I blacked out, and I still hear the dancing on tables started that night, because I still hear about dancing on a table, and like, yeah, doing all this stuff, and I'm like, what? So that night was crazy. Later again on the app for one of my birthday nights, like 2 years ago, I was having a great time, just feeling good, and yeah, I started dancing on a table in my living room and broke the table on stream. So that, yeah, that is captured on film somewhere. That will live in infamy. Coney was New Year's Eve night. So that was New Year's Eve. So that's a different story. And then let's see, what am my favorite birthday is probably my 18th, when all my friends kind of like said they were not going to show up. And I was like, what the heck? And so one of my friends, like, only one of my friends like said yes, but they all surprised me at my favorite restaurant, Benihana. It's like a hibachi restaurant. And I got to be with like all my best friends. I thought it was like they all couldn't make it, and it was just gonna be me and one of my friends, and it was actually like, you know, me and 8 of my like close friends together.
if we're talking app, this is why I hope that most of you just check everybody's current Instagram content. Okay, but if you scroll back into my older Instagram content, oh, there's some gems. And I don't know why I leave these things on there. I guess it's just for entertainment value. There's me rapping. There's me dumping out confetti in a parking lot, you know, because I couldn't figure out how to use the confetti bottle. There's me dressed up like a furry in a battle. And yes, what else is there? I was dressed up like a police officer for a theme stream. But for one of the birthdays, I decided it was my son's furry costume, not mine, but it fit me. But what was that? Oh, I was mixing Fireball and Java Monsters like on my birthday, and somebody came in and like gifted me, and they were trying to record the gift, so they recorded me trying to be like some kind of weird mixologist trying to put. But yeah, Fireball and Java Monsters, keep the two separate. They taste like they don't taste good together.
Mm.
Blake's like, he's like, I'm looking for this.
Oh, I'm looking right now. Yeah.
After the stream, if you go scroll my Instagram, you're gonna be like, what? You're like, why did people come to her stream back then? No, I tell you, okay, you guys, my hidden sacred skill, I am secretly an undercover like white rapper. I can't like drop bars, you know, and like freestyle, but I like to rap to. No, I like to do Fresh Prince. I like to do Baby Got Back. Just because, you know, why not? It's fun. And I do this completely fully sober too. I've just been sitting in my streams, you know, people come in and probably like, what is she doing? But yeah, let's go for it. I can see Blake and Nemo rapping too. Nemo, I think I've seen you rap in your streams.
Have you?
Definitely. Tawny, it must have been a different guy's stream. Thanks. I feel so loved.
Wow. Wow.
Blake,
Definitely
Blake
not me.
dances, yeah.
Definitely not me. We could give it a good go. Lip syncing.
Right, true. Okay. We do have future plans in the work as far as like we have birthday week going on right now, but I want to do some kind of like day celebration, like for, you know, for those who aren't on here at night, and then, you know, for my friends in the other countries who don't sleep, you know,
Happy hour.
Huh?
Nothing, sorry. Call
And
it
then,
happy
you know,
hour.
nighttime celebration too. We're going to combine 3 milli, and like instead of doing two separate, you know, things, no, we're going to do a combined birthday deal and a combined 3 milli deal. So yeah, figuring out what we're going to do. If we're going to do like singers, we're going to do like DJ, or what we're going to do. So
Dig it.
karaoke or lip sync, yeah.
Well, I am out of here, but yeah, Connie, I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of this show and everything you're doing. I see this, if you continue, as totally feature worthy. So happy I could be part of it. Kraken, you look awesome. Love you. Nemo, always good to share a stage with you. To all the people in the comments, so much love. And I'll see you guys soon. And watch out for Connie, Kraken, and I all together in Austin. So we're going to turn up. No judging.
Well,
yeah, I did get a little.
Sorry, I don't want to make it anymore. Exactly what Blake said. Toodles.
No, and I actually, everything kind of went like, you know, it went a little sideways, but it's okay. It still worked out. So
it's still good.
Back on
oh, Kraken. Okay, Kraken's getting out of the box because Blake said that. Love you guys. Love you, girl. See you soon.
All right, love you. All right, thank you guys for joining me tonight on, why did I just forget the name of the show? Just a Little Girl Talk, 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Nemo. Thank you, Kraken. Thank you, Vampy. I hope you enjoyed learning about the birthday celebrations and traditions. We'll be back with our regular format next Tuesday with the positive news and entertainment shows. I am going to figure out who I would like as guest co-host and guest. Working on that part, going to figure that out. And actually, surprisingly, things have been going more smoothly in relation to planning everything for the show. And for those who are not aware, I admin for Krabby as well. He's doing a new game show. And right now we are working for booking like the next month ahead. So doing that and doing, yes, and doing this show as well. But I like to have, you know, a hands-on approach. And then if you guys knew the reason, part of the reason why, because I don't want anybody like controversial as a guest, you know, so by most people, yes, I'm good with them. Other people, you know, like I might not necessarily, how do you nicely say this? You don't want to be associated with anybody controversial, I guess, so try to keep it all, you know, like kumbaya, so. Thank you guys for chilling with me. We still have birthday week in full effect. Okay, if you guys could see, yes, you can.